What's going on, boys? Today we are talking about making friends. These are some of my strategies as an INTP, but I think they could work for anybody. And when I say friends, I don't exactly mean inner emotional connection on your part. You might not be able to connect with people emotionally, but you can look like you do, and you can make other people feel like they do, maybe. And in the absence of your own interconnection, that'll have to be good enough. So, first things first. In my view, lasting friendships start with two things. Firstly, shared goals, but different skill sets, positions, or perspectives. And two, a problem. Most likely, or most effectively, an enemy. A shared goal gives you something to cooperate on. I don't know if you've ever been stupid enough to go out and try just to make friends like I did, but it doesn't work. And it doesn't work because you have no reason to be speaking. You can cooperate with someone on a shared goal without intending to become friends, but you probably will end up becoming friends because you have reasons to be speaking regularly. I forget all the rules in the like switch, which is a good book you should read if you're interested in this kind of thing, but two of them are proximity and repetition. You develop a closeness routine of accomplishing goals, regrouping, comparing notes, and repeating the process over and over until you both have achieved whatever you set out to achieve. And again, this is effective, more likely to work because it's not exactly artificial. Then, for the second part, an enemy, they make value alignment easier. In the absence of an enemy, if you and another person try to compare values and find similarities and come together, you're more likely going to notice your differences and become enemies anyway. Sharing an enemy says, I don't know what you are and you don't know what I am, but neither of us are that. It's a way to feel similar and create a connection when you aren't similar and that connection wouldn't exist otherwise. So those are the two key ingredients. But where do you find candidates? Well, you put yourself in a pointed social environment or organization, anywhere people congregate to accomplish a shared goal. And when you get people gathering up voluntarily to accomplish a shared goal, you are almost certainly going to develop some kind of enemy. I don't know why or how, well, it's human nature, but you can go to a gardening class and somehow halfway through realize you all hate this one person or thing you didn't hate previously, but it's something you all talk about and mutually despise all of a sudden. And you will, with your classmates, discuss gardening for 15 minutes and then why you hate this thing you didn't really hate before for 30 minutes. You don't even need to go somewhere explicitly social. You can befriend someone you meet hiking on a trail using those exact same ingredients or principles. To clear something up, I don't hate INFJs. I lost interest in trying to figure them out because it was tiring and not beneficial for either group. And I bring that up because I am friends with a witchy INFJ I met hiking. She teaches me about plants. It doesn't matter where you go or whomsteaded you meet, you can become friends with anybody using shared purpose and enemies. It's just easier when you have an excuse to communicate with people when those two ingredients are already present. Next are skills that can help. I strongly recommend you read The Like Switch and How to Win Friends and Influence People. Ask questions, figure out how to be interested even if you aren't, keep them talking. People love talking about themselves. Be careful if someone gets you talking more than you should, and beware talking not enough. I've found the ideal ratio is 70% the person talking and 30% you're talking. Figure out what they are interested in, particularly in the shared goal or the hatred of the enemy. When appropriate, without forcing it or lying, relate some aspect of your life to what they are saying, generating another question or line of conversation you can get them rolling down. And importantly, know when to end a conversation, especially if you know you'll have more opportunities to speak with this person later. If you drag it out, it's going to be weird because you'll reach a point you both understand you are looking for things to talk about and you'd like to break off, but you both don't want to be rude. And that's not a good spot. Know when to walk away. Then, when you encounter them again, ask them about something you recognize you can check up on. Hey, how's your lifting coming along? Did that exhaust thing come in? I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe you could spend a few minutes re-explaining it to me and then confirm that it came in and you've been working on it, and that can become maybe another 7 minutes. We both like coffee. I tried the coffee you told me about. It was really good. What other coffees do you think I should try? After you've had that initial establishing conversation, anytime you run into this person, you can. It's like watering plants. You do it every time you see them. Talk about these few subjects, just check in with them, and then the more conversations you have, the more you can get into alternate, deeper stuff for a little bit without overwhelming anybody. Because apparently most people don't like those sorts of conversations all the time. From there, again, provided all the necessary ingredients are present and you have conducted the appropriate social befriending rituals, you can invite them to hang out. Most likely work on that shared goal together. I've found having an itinerary or talking points sheet mentally available is useful. And then you do that enough times and you can introduce sentimentality, getting people little gifts or helping them out with things. That's something that I wanted to mention. The love languages. You don't need to figure out someone's love language. You're probably best off hitting all the love languages together. It's not like an overwhelming, overbearing thing if you're doing it subtly, and you can't miss if you are hitting everything. And people brush off love languages for some reason. They're one of the most straightforward and effective pop psychology systems around. And people will unconsciously give you their love languages. If you develop any sort of rapport with them, they'll do something outside the normal to demonstrate affection, and then you just do that. People will give you their cheat codes if you're paying attention and know how to make use of them. Even inferior FE can do this. But anyway, once you're in sentimentality, then it's just time and trials. The more you come through for each other during hard times, the better friends you'll be. And you can accomplish all this without ever feeling emotionally close to your, quotes, friend. It doesn't matter. Your feelings don't matter, especially not to them. All that matters is the routine and the dopamine schedule you've introduced them to, and your ability or inability to keep it. And for the first time in a long time, I have quite a few friends, but I don't feel emotionally close with any of them the way I used to feel when I would have one friend. But even now, I have one friend who is, in terms of closeness, above all the others. He's an ENTJ, and like, if he disappeared tomorrow, my life wouldn't change. If I disappeared tomorrow, his life wouldn't change. It doesn't make any sense. The other person I'm closest with would be my boss, who I think I'd be willing to bet good money he's an INTP 9W1. But with him, it's a connection, but it's not even really friendship. It feels, at least to me, more like knight and lord. He backed me up when he didn't need to, and now my job, not just literally, but I mean, I don't know the word for it, seeing his will out, making things happen for him the way he wants them to happen. I have tremendous respect for him, and I would do a lot of things for him, but that emotion isn't there for me. I'm pretty sure it is for him, but I don't know. And I don't know why this is the way it is. The way it is now, emotionally, with friends and connections and all this isn't the way it used to be. I don't know exactly what changed. But that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Friendship strategies from an INTP's point of view. You can grow, quotes, friendship in a lab. But that about rippity wraps this one up. I hope you enjoyed watching, because I certainly enjoyed making it. Does it matter that you're feeling nothing if they are feeling something and don't know you're feeling nothing, but think you are feeling something? Like if you enjoyed, because it helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't, because we do this shit sometimes. And comment your thoughts, because I love hearing from you. What are your perspectives on friendship? But thanks again for watching, everybody. Really, we have a lot of fun on this channel. So much fun, in fact, you can clean it out and put the fun in it. Not a place you would expect to put fun, but you can. And it's a lot of fun. And that's how much fun we have on this channel. And I look forward to doing this with you guys again in the future.